going on? So what I end up doing, I end up pause for right now. We are, as you can see, we already have the axle out. All right, so what we end up doing is tying this down tight and then go from underneath. All right, welcome everybody, welcome back to another episode of Rebuildz. So today what we're gonna do is take out what I'm pushing for today is to take out the axle on the driver's side. I've already took out the axle on the passenger side. You can see that on the live that I did last week Saturday, right? So what I'm gonna do today is see if I could pull the other axle out. If I get the other axle out, remember we still have that one last bolt that's in the drive shaft. We can't get the drive shaft to spin, don't know why. So the next option is right now, and I think it's because those back wheels, but even when we jacked up the car and then turned the back wheels and loosened those brakes, still nothing. Well, anyways, what I'm gonna do is not waste any time. I'm seeing, well, I don't have my watch on, but I'm gonna see if I could do this within an hour, okay? What I'm gonna do is see how fast we could get this axle out. If we get this axle out, I might try to get this engine out as well. I don't have a engine hoist or a engine lift or whatever some people might call it, but I do have a table lift. So what I'm gonna do is use the table lift to basically put the engine and transmission right on top of it. So I'm gonna jack it up to it and then just basically slowly take it out, because once, you know, the only thing we have to worry about, we'll probably have to cut that bolt in the back that's holding on to the drive shaft. But if anything, more than likely, since the engine and transmission is so heavy, it's gonna break the bolt. But anyways, we're gonna hop straight into that. Like, share, subscribe, drop your comments and thoughts down below. Don't forget, check us out on all social media links. Make sure you click that bell icon so you can know every time we drop something, whether it's a live, whether it's a post, and make sure you check out all the rest of our social media. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on, okay? But anyways, don't forget to share this video to your friends, your families, and even your enemies, because what you gotta remember, our enemies are our biggest fans. So don't forget that. But anyways, let's go straight into this video right now. What I have planned for this is I'm gonna try to take this other drive shaft out. Cool. How many zip ties? Oh, I used 2. So because I'm trying to get this car out of here, honestly, I'm tired of seeing it, so it's time to get it out of the driveway. And plus I don't want my neighbors to say anything, even though they're not, but I don't want to get on their wrong side. So once we take this wheel off, the next thing what I'm gonna do is loosen these 2 bolts. Or what I can do is loosen the what you call it, the 3 bolts up top of the strut tower. So I might do that as well to loosen the 3 bolts up top for the strut tower, but I'm not 100% sure as yet. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is loosen these bolts right here, and then once I do that, then I'll see how it's gonna look from right there. So just hang tight. I'm gonna see what I need to do and then go from there. So I think that's what, 21 on this side. Yeah, so I think that's tightened, I don't remember. So what we gotta do, what I gotta do, I'm gonna grab the pipe that I have, and there's a pipe that I have, and that pipe, that's what I'm gonna use it to break the torque on this, because it's too tight. Hopefully we could break the torque on this and get the axle out because I'm not trying to waste no time today. So let me move as fast and then go from there. Let's go. Alright, so that looks like tighten. So I think this is probably gonna be loosened. Yeah. So this is loosening it. Alright, cool. Alright, so this one loosened it. Let's see if it's gonna for this one. Alright, cool. So now that I get these loosened, alright, so top one. Alright, what I'm going to try to do is get a sledgehammer. Let me see if, before I even get the sledgehammer, let me see if this side is going to come out. So I have to use a sledgehammer to get it out. Let's see. Put that big bar down. Alright, so we got play. Alright, and we should have play in the top one. Alright, cool. So what I'm gonna do now is just get a hammer, knock these two bolts out. Once I knock those two bolts out, because now that it's loosened, we could just knock those two bolts out. Once we knock those two bolts out, this should drop, and then we should basically, you could use the hammer to push the axle in, and then once we push the axle in, we're just gonna use our crowbar and then to pull the axle out, and then we have full access to we basically took the axle out, so we should have full access to drop the engine and transmission right away. Cool. This should be out. Okay, all right. So now got those two bolts out. Now that those two bolts is out, guess what? We're gonna see now if we could get to the axle. All right. Well, I probably did something wrong. I should have like used this hammer to push it back somewhat. So I got two ways to do this right now. I could either pull this down, or if I don't pull it down, then what I could do is, I'm trying to think, see which way is better. Because I probably could get the axle to come out from that way. Alright, let me see if I could try get the axle out that way. See if I could get something to put on the floor. Alright, so let's see if we can get this axle out now. Hold on. All right, cool. So what we end up doing was basically tightening this, and basically this pulled it forward, and we went under here and pry it up, and then the axle came out. As you can see, some of the oil was leaking out. What I'm gonna do now is take this bolt down, and then once I take it down, then we're gonna see if the axle completely came out, or it's gonna come out, and so we can move on to the next step. So we're gonna try to see if we could get this engine out today, which and that is the goal. But if we can't, we just can't. But that's the goal for today, is to get the engine out. All right. I'm letting y'all know now. I'm not sure if the sun's gonna let the camera go out, because I mean the sun is right on the camera. All right, so now you see we have more oil leaking out now. So yeah, have a whole bunch of oil leaking out. So I'm gonna let that oil leak out some more, and then go from there. Yeah. So once that oil leak out, next thing we're gonna do, well, we could probably just pull this out all the way too, and then let the rest of the oil leak out. Then the only thing is we just got to remove that one bolt from under here, and then we just start removing the top bolts, and then see if we could drop this engine and transmission. But remember, I've said it about a couple times now, but remember, we still have one bolt that's inside the drive shaft, and hopefully that doesn't mess up anything. But that's the last bolt. Hopefully, what I'm hoping for is the weight just end up breaking that bolt, and then, you know. Yeah, so gas lines, wires are removed, and I think we should be good. All right, so while we have this here still filling up with oil, what we're gonna do is gonna loosen that one bolt that we have under there. Loosen that one bolt, and then we're gonna start loosening these bolts, and then see if we could get everything to drop. So let's go. Here's what. So we just removed this bolt, right? It's from, when you look, you see it's from here. So this is one of the engine mount it came from. We still got oil leaking out right there. Well, not leaking out, but we got the oil coming out. Now, you know, the rest of the bolts that we got to remove, or these and these over here, and then we should be able to drop the engine and transmission. So hopefully it's not too heavy for the table, so we're gonna get a table and do it right now. What I end up doing, I end up pause for right now. We are, as you can see, we already have the axle out, or the drive shaft for some people. But since we have that out, what I'm gonna do is pause for a moment right now, because what I'm thinking is I'm gonna have some friends come over to help me take the engine and transmission out at once, because what I don't want to do is try to do it on my own and then, you know, something goes wrong. So every time I've pulled out an engine and transmission at the same time, somebody's always there to help me, because just in case if I don't see something, they could see it for me, or if they don't see something, I could see it for them. So at least it's better to have extra hands and extra eyes. So tomorrow I'm probably gonna finish up the video like that, so y'all might get it late Saturday, or I just give y'all a reshuffle and we do something else, or we just add on whatever we need to add on later on in the video. But anyways, you know, I always have content for y'all, so don't even worry about it. Probably do some content on this seat for y'all until the meantime. So you might get the seat content before the engine and transmission content, but you could see the content for the engine and transmission on the live. So don't even sweat it, don't even worry about it. We're just gonna keep going. You notice I'm trying to do a lot more lives for y'all, so y'all can see the impact and what I'm doing. And I hope y'all like what I'm doing on the channel. I know it's a long road, it's a rough road, but we're getting there. But I love and I thank y'all for the support of the channel and what's going on. Okay, so I'll catch you tomorrow when we're really removing the engine and transmission out of that Ford. And then I'm still gonna find some more content to give y'all, because I still haven't gave y'all the content that we tore the whole car down. So we got a lot more content for y'all. Anyways, see you guys tomorrow. Alright, so y'all can see we finally got that other axle out. I basically cut that axle in half because it didn't want it to come out, and plus I have no need for it. So I basically cut that axle out. But now that axle is out, because it was rusted, but no need to worry about that. That axle is out. Our next step in our next video is to make sure that we remove the engine and the transmission from that from the 2020 Ford Escape. So now that we removed that, but the reason why I don't want to finish it today or tomorrow, I just gotta wait till I get some more friends, as I was saying yesterday. So it's just more hands. But so once I get my team together, then hey, we're gonna come back and hit it again. But anyways, like, share, subscribe, drop your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to hit us up on all social media links. Make sure you click that notification bell so you can get all the alerts, and make sure you scroll down so you can click all, so you get every single time we drop a YouTube short, go on a live, or even drop a regular video like this. Okay, but anyways, thank y'all for watching this video, and guess what, stay positive, stay motivated, and we will see you in the next one. We are out.